Hi, this is Anna from Video Sherpa, and this is a short tutorial to help give you some ideas and advice to get the most from your interview pieces. So first things first, you need to prepare in advance. I definitely wouldn't recommend winging it on the day. You need to think about your audience, who they are, what they already know about this subject. You need to think about where you're going to share your video, how long it's going to be. And also, you need to prepare in advance so that you can get lots of mileage from the interview you're going to shoot. Ideally, to be able to cut it together in a couple of different ways to have 2 or 3 pieces of content from this one interview. So when you're thinking about a location for your interview, try and avoid doing the very typical standing someone in front of your pull-up banner, which gets very monotonous. Think about locations that make sense in terms of the subject matter, whether that be the office, the factory floor, a location that makes sense in terms of the work that that person is doing. Sometimes it's on a trade show floor. If you can be creative and inventive, thinking about the backgrounds, that's going to make the video look a lot more visually interesting. Prepare your questions in advance, but don't share them with the subject that's being interviewed. You want to keep their answers nice and spontaneous. Keep your questions short and to the point, which helps them stay on message. But ask open-ended questions. You want to get them talking about the subject. With Video Sherpa, you can record each interview piece in 60 seconds, and this really helps your subject to stay focused, to stay on message, and to speak more succinctly. But if they are a rambler, the best thing to do is get them to summarize their point again at the end, and you'll get a nice, concise soundbite for your video. Never speak over your interviewee. It's very easy to make little sounds of encouragement, but these are going to be picked up by the microphone and could potentially ruin the whole interview piece. So instead, to show them that you're engaged and you're interested, just hold eye contact, nod, smile, and that'll let them know that you are listening and that they're doing well. One thing that a lot of us are guilty of is at the end of answering a question, we might make a funny face or throw our eyes to heaven or make a grimace. And it's just a display of nerves, but it can really ruin the shot. So here's a tip. Ask your interviewee to just hold their pose for 2 seconds once they finish speaking. And this will give you the right amount of space to cut your video nicely. So you prepped your questions, the location is great, the interview has gone really, really well. A super way to finish your interview is to ask the person a nice open-ended question. Is there anything they'd like to add? This can elicit real gems, things that you might never have thought of or anticipated, and can give real value to your interview piece.